Hi, Christian Life Kids. It's Miss Danelle from Cubbies. It's so good to see all of you again. I can't wait to see you in person. I thought today we could talk about a really important person from the Bible, and her name is Esther. And Esther is so important that she has her own book in the Bible, and it's in the Old Testament. And the name of the book is, you guessed it, Esther. So if you'd like to read along with me, please feel free. Now, Esther was a Jew that was born in the land of Persia. So Persia was a huge land, and it was beautiful. And she was raised by her cousin named Mordecai. And Mordecai raised Esther to be just courageous. He always wanted her to do God's will and to listen to God, to love God, and to do what was right and what was good. So Esther got invited to a great party at the palace where the king was, and the king was looking for a new queen. So Esther got invited, and the first time that he met Esther, he fell in love with her. That's how beautiful she was, and that's how humble she was, her heart. I think he fell in love with her beauty first, but then her heart. So anyway, unfortunately, though, the king had someone whispering in his ear things that he shouldn't be. And his name was Haman. And Haman was like second in command, but he would give the king advice. But Haman hated the Jews. And that's what Esther was. She was from the Jewish people. And he especially hated Esther's cousin Mordecai because Mordecai had embarrassed him somehow by not bowing down to him, because Haman thought that he should be glorified like a king, but he wasn't. But anyway, so Haman plotted a plan to kill all of the Jews, and he made the king think, hey, these Jews are causing all these troubles, so let's just sign this into law and we'll take care of it. So Mordecai, Esther's cousin, found out about the plot and how the king was tricked into signing the law for the Jews to all be killed. And Esther was heartbroken. That would mean all of her friends and family would be killed. But she knew she couldn't go right to the king right away because the king might kill her just for bringing it up. So she told Mordecai, go and find all our family and friends, all of the Jews, and have them fast and pray for me for 3 days. So on the third day, after they all fasted and prayed, Esther walked right into the king, and she told him of Haman's plot to kill all of the Jews. And guess what? She saved all of the people. All the Jewish people were saved. And the king was so angry, instead of having the Jews killed, he had Haman killed. So the moral of the story is always do what was right and what is good. Be courageous. And I even looked up the definition of courage. The definition is the ability to do something brave out of the motivation of your heart, no matter if it's scary, if it's dangerous, if it's from God, and God can give us the power and strength to do it. That is called courage. And that's the kind of courage we want. We don't want just to jump from a roof to a roof and be called courageous. We want God's calling on our life and to be courageous enough to go and do what God has asked us to do. So, a memory verse that you guys can learn this week is from Joshua 1:9. And it says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So just remember that memory verse whenever you're feeling afraid of what God has called you to do or doing something good and right. Just remember that God can give you the power and strength to be courageous and keep moving forward. Well, I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you, and I hope you have a great week. And just keep smiling, Cubbies and Christian Life Kids. I'll talk to you soon.